Okay. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Right. Hey there. How you doing? You're not having a worse day than me. Or you're not doing worse than me. Okay. This is a new song. It's a new poem, but it's just about to be turned into a new song. But you're only going to get 3 verses of it, because bizarrely I'm having to read the... Well, not bizarrely, what can I tell you? I wrote this yesterday for my children. I just posted an audio, well, they're all audio, but video of me reciting it. I'm very sorry, this disease has taken my brain out with me. Wrote it yesterday. Had my children here yesterday for one final visit. Well, that's in the hands of God, I guess, but that's what we're anticipating. My beautiful daughter Emily. And I read it to her in the wee hours of last night. They've gone home now, and I'm just trying to put music to it. It was written direct to laptop. My days of handwriting are gone. So I had to upload the video to... We didn't have to play that. So I've uploaded the video to YouTube. Focus, man, focus! Sylvia. That's a 1973 joke. I think it was Focus, wasn't it? Dutch group did that song, Sylvia. I think they also did Hocus Pocus as well, but Sylvia's the one I remember because of the tonic on the bass line. Maybe there was a gin and tonic on the bass line, I don't know. So I've uploaded the video that Emily and I recorded last night, which is, I mean, you know, what do? You know, you can't, I mean, they don't watch these videos, you know, they don't know about them, they'll see them when they're older. But you can't sort of say to an 8-year-old, you know, look, Daddy is quite seriously ill, and this is the last time we're going to get to do this. Maybe sit still, you know, she's just like, you know. But the fun came through. So now I want to put music to it, so you lovely people have there got some idea what it sounds like, although I wrote it on a piano tune in my head, and you're going to get a very basic version of it here now. Anyone wants to cover it? Thank you. This is called Love, semicolon, Uncontained, and look at the dust on this. You go in the hospital, isn't it just ridiculous? Oh, I've got a tissue on me. You go in the hospital and you come out and it's like, you know, Howard Carter, you know. I've had to excavate the place, like, you know. I can't believe that Jerry Lee Lewis is, I mean, I can believe he's gone, you know. I can't believe that Jerry Lee Lewis, look at the dust here. Look at the dust in here, lad. I can't believe he's gone, God bless him, you know. I expect he's probably experiencing some great balls of fire at the moment, if that Rolling Stone piece from whatever it was, 1987, to be believed. I can't believe that Jerry Lee Lewis is going to outlive me by 27 years. I mean, you know, I don't begrudge him it. I don't begrudge anyone in life. But I mean, come on, Jerry Lee Lewis, you know, and I'm a teetotal, non-smoking vegetarian who's an athlete for 40 years till a disease struck him down, you know. Go figure, huh? If there's reincarnation, you don't want to know the kinds of naughty things I'm going to do when I come back. Although knowing me, I've been so bad in this life, I would probably be reincarnated as me. Serious stuff, yeah. So I have a new poetry and song lyric anthology called Love, which came out yesterday, I think. Here is the, so that's what it looks like there. Little shameless plug, there you go. If you go to the Am of the Zon, and you can buy it. Cover opens out like that. I don't know if I'm going to get the picture there. Something like that. So that's called Love, and it's an anthology of poems, prose, song lyrics, which people have been trying to get me to do for many years, really, you know. Because I've got about 14 song anthologies out. I mean, the lyric anthologies are roughly like what my concerts used to be, you know, so, although they're devoid of music in the books, you know, but so you start off with, I don't know, a rocker, you know, and then you go into a love song, you know, maybe a protest song. Then what my bands used to call my mini movies, like Pretty Woman the Photographer, which I mentioned because that's in now, and I've just been looking at it. So they're like that, and the idea of just taking all the sort of cream of the crop of the love songs from all those. Have I got any of those around? Nah, never any. I know what happens to this place when I'm not here. I think the stray cats I feed just come in and go, you know what, he's gone into hospital. Right, let's turn this place over for him. Meow. You crap in the fridge. I'm going to go and spray all over his pillowcase. That'll clear his blocked nose when he comes out. Keep shutting down, yeah. What was I on about? Anyone remember what the last sentence I said was? This short-term memory loss is just hideous. I have perfect clarity of things that happened, like, you know, 52 years, 3 months and 8 hours ago. I was sitting on a body, just like 52 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I was always wary about doing, you know, the anthology kind of greatest hits and just taking all the love songs and just putting them in there and stuff. But having read it, it's okay. I mean, it was a drag to do. Well, not a drag to do. I mean, it was a pleasurable experience, but what did you leave out? You know, over 1,000 songs written, I don't know, maybe 200 of them are love songs and stuff. And obviously there was maybe tomorrow, maybe next year had to be in there, Menelaus in Paris had to be in that. Lady Helen, I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, then just type in Lady Helen, my channel, listen to one of the versions, you'll probably see, listen, you know, you can hear the lyrics there, whatever, you've got to put Lady Helen in there. And they're right, you know, it's a great song, you know. But did I do some of the downside love songs as well, you know? Some of the more caustic ones, or did I do something, some of the harsher ones, you know, like All That Precious Love Is Gone, for instance, you know? She knows she has a go see one. She knows she shouldn't be doing this, dreaming of her lover's kiss, watching while her marriage slips away. But she's been lonely for so long, ever since her dream went wrong, ever since ain't nothing left to say. Just realised how I tuned the guitar in. But I just stuck with, you know, I hope it's come out okay. It's kind of a nice anthology, and I thought, I was wary about it, you know, spooked at the idea and stuff, you know. If it was for me, I probably wouldn't have done, but, you know, I'm not going to be here much longer, and all the royalties go to my children. I don't see a cent, a dollar, a dime, a lira, a yen, a groat, for those of you who've been saving since 1736. You don't get much for a groat these days, lad. Oh. Any sales from Amazon go straight into trust with the licensing solicitors, licensing agents, Ralph Clark, and the children will get those on their 21st birthdays, which the state of the world at the moment seems a century away. But it's quite nice, you know. I thought, well, I wouldn't mind getting that as a Christmas present, you know, just here. I love you, and here's a book of, you know, love songs and love poems and stuff, you know. And I stretched it a little bit with Pretty Woman Photographer, which is one of my mini movie things, as opposed to, you know, the I don't want to say the Hallmark kind of things, you know, because I left some of those ones out. I'm talking far too much here. But I'm doing a hardback edition of it. Hopefully, come on, a few more weeks, please. You know, you owe me that, surely. Well, you don't owe anyone anything, you know. I'm hoping to do a hardback edition of it, which is going to have, which at the moment, it's got 10 extra pieces in. 5 of the, you know, if you will, greatest hits. And 5 new pieces, of which 2 were written yesterday for my children, and this is one of them, and it's called Love Uncontained. And I wrote this with a piano tune in my head, and it's only 2 chords, well, 2 and a bit chords. It briefly tickles an A minor and A major. But hearing in my head, you know, I'm playing all the bits down there, but I can't do that anymore because the finger's not there anymore. And if you've been following these videos since I started making them, so if you go back to April this year, and where the hospital bands were on my wrist then, and you get some idea of just whether, I don't know if that's coming up, you can see where just a nasty, insidious, dirty, disgusting, despicable disease this is. But anyway, that's a nice D chord there. And I even have to keep my glasses on, even though I can't see very well with them. But if you want to see what, shall I do it? Shall I show you how bad? No, I won't. I'll keep the eyes there because my children will do this somewhere down the line. You know, even though it'll be 10 years from now. Yeah, so there's 10 new pieces in the deluxe hardback edition. I may put some of my handwritten lyrics in there, photographs of the handwritten lyrics and stuff, you know. It's not a vanity project, I can tell you that much. It's yeah, as I say, you know, I'm not one to blow my own trumpet. Those 2 vertebrae just make it impossible. Don't look at me like that, you've tried. Boys and girls alike. But I kind of thought, I look at it as an outsider, you know, oh, that's a nice piece of work, that's a nice song, because some of these things I wrote many years ago, you know, playing in concert so many times. I still have that affection for them of writing and stuff, you know, but it's like watching your children grow up, you know. I mean, my son, my oldest child, is 10 now, Dylan is 10, he's just turned 10, you know. So although I remember him down there, you know, and he's still my son now, but now he's up and he's a little bit more independent. And that's kind of how I look at my songs as well, you know. Some of these, you know, after 15, 20 years, they're now independent. Even actually contains the first love song I ever wrote, which was a poem I wrote, spoiler alert, I wrote it in 1976, and my first ever girlfriend, called Helen Turner. And what of that, as it says in the notes at the back of the book, what the heck did I know at that age, you know, about, you know, being in a relationship or just having a girlfriend, like, you know, what are you supposed to do and all this kind of stuff. And do you want to go for a walk down the lanes? What are we going to do there? I don't know, walk back I suppose. Oh, you're romantic, you. And we broke up and I bought her a card and I wrote, and it just came to me, I never said how I looked, how beautiful and fine I had the chance when I was yours, but now you're no longer mine. We had our rows and quarrels, we went our separate ways, but now I know, alas too late, it's with you I want my days. That was 1976, it's 2022 and I'm that. This disease has eaten my brain away so bad that if I want to go from here to the kitchen to do something, I have to write it down on a post-it note first, just to walk to the kitchen, because my brain is fritzing out. You know, the disease takes all the muscles down. It's an autoimmune neurological disease, so if you imagine the inside of your head to be 20 billion strip lights, you know, and a trauma, which is covered in my book, Maybe Tomorrow. Not maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, but maybe tomorrow, which is the book that is just one long 10,000 word poem. Book that, I guess. And it shut them down, and when they rebooted, they didn't all reboot, and the wiring was wrong, and so, you know, awful, awful, awful disease. And it's taken the memory out, stuff like that, you know. What was I talking about? Yeah, let's just get on with this, yeah. So yeah, so if you would care to buy someone a nice love song book, or if you like to buy a copy of, this is my son Dylan here, one final plug, okay, so there you go. This is The Amazing Smeller Man, which is written, but it's credited to Dylan Murphy, with Paul Murphy, me, very small, writing there. My son Dylan, probably because he never drew the cover, which he was going to do. But that's a spoof on Spider-Man. It's called Smeller Man, so you can guess what his superpower is. So if you've got a 11-year-old, that's a perfect book for them. I wrote a kind of a children's kind of book, you know, like Dog Man kind of thing, or Captain Underpants kind of thing, like, you know. Love, Uncontained. This is the first time I've actually tried this, you know, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I know the chords, because when I wrote it, you know, as ever, music comes to me at the time. This is nothing like it, you know, that came to me. That's what I can do in my limited capacity. And now the screen's just gone blank. Gosh darn! Take two. Can you see my children in the background there? I have all these little mementos because I can look at them. That's why my eyes don't stare at you. Because I'm looking at the viewfinder and I'm singing to my children, so I've got their pictures behind me, so they're on the wall there, photos there, and there, and there. Father's Day cards they sent me, little messages they sent me, and then all this behind me. Here's a good idea. Try this at home yourselves. Okay, you've got a television in your house here, and you just look at it and your life drifts away. You don't realise this until you're dying, so that's not any kind of criticism. Only when someone sits you down and says, there's no cure, there's no remission, this will happen, and in 2 years' time that will happen, and the interim, blah 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 blah. And you think, the number of hours I've just spent on that sofa, channel hopping. So yeah, I recommend this to anyone. That one's coming down. Get some photos of your children and some sellotape, and just sellotape them around the outsides. That's me the day the day before I was told that I had the illness. I've got these bags coming up under my eyes, just a couple of short years ago. So when you're looking at the television, if you've got to, and now these days of course I'm forced to, whoops, there go the legs. I've got leg braces on underneath my jeans, but holding me up. You all want to see me fall over again, don't you? We love your outtake videos where you collapse. My son collects feathers. I think he's trying to build an emu. So, anyway, it's just an idea, you know. Love, Uncontained. 75% of it. You'll have to buy the book to get the fourth verse, or just look at the recited YouTube video of me and my daughter. 737 is its code number. You smile and I renew all sadness. You undo, you call, and I walk through in love with you. You speak, and darkness fades. No corners and no shades. Your touch pervade. Pure love conveyed. You give for no return. You impart, and I learn. You send, and then discern. My love confirmed. There, so that's 75% of it. It's kind of like a lullaby kind of thing, isn't it? When I heard it in my head, it was a bit more, you know, so I had this piano tune, as I said, you know. Shall I ruin the atmosphere now by doodling around on the end of it? Boy, you can't imagine how much that hurt. In more ways than one. I've been Paul Murphy, and I've been very verbose. You've been absolutely wonderful. And that comes from the hardback edition of Love, and if you just want to buy the ordinary edition, which is, I think, still worth $4.99, is it? $4 or $5.99 if anyone's money, really. Lovely Christmas present, birthday present, and especially Valentine's present. That's what it looks like there. Bless you. As I say, all royalties go to my beautiful children, Dylan and Andy. You've been really, really kind with your time, because it's a precious commodity. Waste not a second, I beg you. Waste not a second. I nearly fell over.